Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 70681. This is the LEGO Ninjago Spinjitzu Slam Lloyd, containing 70 pieces and retailing for $9.99 in the United States. And, this was part of the Season 11 wave, so the Summer 2019 wave of sets. And they did 3 of these standalone Spinjitzu Slam sets. They had one for Jay and one for Zane, as well as this Lloyd one, and the one combo pack. Interestingly enough, they didn't do one at all for Nia or Cole. But let's take a look at this one by itself and see how it holds up to previous versions of spinners. So with these Spinjitzu Slam sets, in addition to getting the slam mechanism itself, you also get a little side build accessory thing, and in this particular one we get these 3 pillars. 2 of them just feature a dish on the top that a spider fits right inside. It's not attached in with any studs or anything, it's just that the legs are actually all around the same exact diameter as the inner diameter of this dish, so it fits in there with a little bit of, enough to hold it in, but it'll very easily move if you touch it. It's not like you're pulling Lego pieces apart, it just will come right out. And just use 2 of these sword pieces on each one of these pillars to look sort of like icicles, I guess. And these are designed like so that you can knock them over with your spinner, and I'll demonstrate this with an actual spinning motion later. But basically you would spin up to them and they would fall over, and the ultimate goal is to knock this sword out of the one that is slightly different. It just has a 1x1 round brick up at the top that the sword just rests in, and again, it's not attached in there firmly, just kind of sits there, but it is a little bit looser than the spiders are. So as far as the spinner and mechanism itself, the build of this part is pretty much completely identical to all the other ones, just with colors swapped out for regular green and these trans regular green cheese slopes. And if you're unfamiliar with how this works, basically you'll take the spinner, you'll use this new screw bottom element and just twist it on, and then you just hit that and off your spinner goes. And we'll see if we can get a really good shot here, but it does kind of go flying, so it doesn't work perfectly with my small area, and I just kind of want it to spin right off screen and also land there, which is not ideal. And we lost Lloyd, but that does give us the perfect opportunity to show you the inside of the spinners, because it just has 2 studs on the inside. They're dual molded, so the studs are actually in the solid color, and then the transparent green is all around it. And let's go one more try here, and then I give up. There we go, there's a good spin. Always wants to go back that way because none of my floors are flat, so yeah. But the spinner itself, the actual piece, looks pretty decent. It looks like they do in the show, maybe even more so since it doesn't have the bars on the top than the Legacy ones did. But regardless, I think that it's a decent feature. It works pretty well. It's just my only complaint in this one specific case is that it wants to fly off camera, so I can't show it to you perfectly. The one other thing about the actual launcher itself is that this whole center section here, including all the way up to the back here with this tile, that is all one brand new piece molded for the Spinjitzu Slam things in order to receive that screw-shaped part. The one minifigure included in the set here is the Forbidden Spinjitzu Lloyd, but not like the regular Forbidden Spinjitzu Lloyd that appears in the regular sets. No, this is the special Spinjitzu Slam Forbidden Spinjitzu version, and you can give him his little sword piece, and looks just fine like that. Actually, I don't know, I kind of like the gold sword with the golden masked and armed version of him here. This does look like, for the arms at the very least, it is the old pearl gold. I guess the mask could be either. Looks a little bit more like the new one, but the arms definitely look like the old version. And the torso print is a little bit weird. It's like, I don't know, It's very, very simple. There's not really much going on there. Some metallic gold on it, but I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of the art style of these Spinjitzu Slam versions of the torsos. They do get an exclusive face print though, which that's a nice regular face, and with the, energy power going on there, that's really cool. So I am a fan of the face prints of these versions, but the actual body design I'm not a huge fan of, and the legs are just from the regular Season 11 version. So those are fine, but the torso I'm just not a huge fan of. But that is one of the two exclusive pieces, and his mask is also an exclusive coloring with the trans, like bright green, molded in with the gold. I thought that looks reasonable. It looks fine. Doesn't look as bad as Jay is, but I think it's one of the worst color schemes from the Spinjitzu Slam's bottom half. But again, I don't think this figure is awful, but I don't think it's a must-have figure unless you really like it yourself. But personally, I'm not a huge fan of the art design here. That being said, it is still an exclusive figure, which is a step up from the Legacy spinners. So, in that regard, at least this does have something going for it. Overall, though, I do think that these Spinjitzu Slam spinners work better than I expected. I think I still, sort of agree with that thought from my Zane one of his review. And further than that, though, I don't think this is as good as the Zane one. The side builds are a little bit kind of whatever. It's just, the only feature is you can knock these over. And, at least the other one had that spinning saw blade piece that you can use to, go after your spinner with. Again, that one was a little bit hard to use at the same time as the other spinner, but, once you have a second launcher, that will make that a lot easier. So, I guess I'm definitely still not recommending that you absolutely do not get this if you have the Zane one, but I will say that, if you're just looking to try one out, I would probably recommend grabbing Zane before this one. That being said, this is not a bad set, it's just not my favorite of the ones that I've tried so far. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. Definitely a decent buy for what you pay for it. It does seem like these were discounted a lot earlier in their life cycle than the other ones were. This one in particular was available for $6 on Amazon already, which is 40% off, and at that price, I think that, for that exclusive face and, just a nice little fun spinning feature, I think that, if you were on the fence, it's definitely worth investigating a little further, if you had any prior interest at all. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. See you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.